Today in the Joy of Editing, we're continuing our journey through all of the filters in Nic 8 Color Efex, and today it's the Monday morning filter. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to the Joy of Editing with Dave Cully. Today we're taking a look at the Monday morning filter in Nic 8 Color Efex. This is honestly one of my favorite filters in the collection, and I think it's one that a lot of people overlook. It gives your photo a cool, muted, slightly desaturated mood, like a calm, overcast morning, adding atmosphere and character without looking overdone. And I've got a few different examples so you can see exactly how it works. And here's a quick heads up, if you're thinking about Nic Collection 8 or any DxO software, you can grab 15% off new purchases with my code Dave Cully. Links are in the description and you can try any app free first. If you use my links, I earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. Now, I already added it to my filter stack, but you're going to find it over in the left-hand side of the interface. These filters are all in alphabetical order. Here's the Monday morning filter. All you do is click on it to add it to your stack, or you could come up to the search bar and type in the name Monday morning, and you'll find it really quickly. Now, this filter is excellent on portrait images, so we have one right here. Let me go ahead and click this box right here and turn on the filter. Now, right out of the gate, it doesn't look that good, and that's why I think a lot of people turn away from it. They think, what the heck am I going to do with this? If you look at the histogram, you can see I'm really clipping my highlights and shadows, and that's what this filter is doing because it's really lightening up those highlights and darkening the shadows, adding contrast. Now notice when I shut the filter off, you can see I have a little bit of shadow clipping, but no highlight clipping, so let's turn it back on. Now, before we jump into the adjustments here, let's address the clipping issue first, because that's the first thing you want to do. Now, these are the default settings, so let's come down to shadows, and let's take the shadow slider and let's drag it to the right. But before we do that, turn on your shadow clipping warning, click right here, and move the shadow slider to the right just till the clipping goes away. And I think right about here. Now let's shut off the clipping. Now click on the highlight clipping warning, and now you can see all that highlight clipping, right? So take the highlight slider, let's drag it to the right, and let's get rid of that clipping. And right there, the clipping is gone. So that's the first step, and it looks better already. Now, if I shut the filter off, here's before and here's after, but look at that nice, soft, dreamy glow. We're going to get to the color set in a little bit. We're going to start out here with the smear. This is the most important one for me. Smear gives you that soft, dreamy glow. See, if I take it to the left, the glow goes away, the softness. Now, when I move it to the right, see that nice, soft dreaminess. Even if you take it to 100%, it still looks pretty good. So just adjust it till you get the softness amount that you want, and I like it right about here. Now, note our color set is set for neutral, meaning we have the original colors in here. This color adjustment, if you take it to the left, will desaturate it. Now, when we move it to the right, we're adding more of the original color back in. This filter is designed to give you a lower saturated look. It adds to the dreamy effect to the image. But for me, I like it right about here. Now I'm getting a tiny bit of clipping here, so I have a little bit more room in the highlights, so I'll drag this to the right. If the highlight slider won't get rid of all the clipping, you could go and add a luminosity mask and take some of that effect out of the highlights. So you can see smear adds that softness to the image, color adds the original color back to the image. And remember, you want to keep it slightly desaturated, okay? And now you have a brightness slider. You can lighten up the image if you need to, or darken it down, whatever you think, maybe right about here. And we also have a grain adjustment. Right now it's defaulted at 20%. Let me come up here and click, and let's go into 200%. You can see there's that grain. Sometimes on an image like this, when you add a nice little softness to it, a little bit of grain can really be quite nice. And I do like grain, so let's add some grain. I zoomed in so you could really see it. So you can go up to 100% grain. But sometimes just a little bit of grain in there could be really nice. Now to go back to fit the screen, click this button right here. Now let's look at the color set. This is a drop-down menu, so click right here. And when you hover over the names, you'll see the effects. So this is neutral, this is blue, this is green, sepia, and violet. Now let's say for this image, I like violet. So let's click on violet. Now the color adjustment here blends the original color in with the color that you're adding from the color set. So maybe in this case, I may want to pull this color back a little bit to maybe somewhere right around in here. Now, this looks way too violet to me, so here's what I would do next. If you like that violet look, come down to opacity and pull back on the opacity and let some of the original image show through. And right about here, we have a hint of the violet and some beautiful softening. Let me shut off the filter. Here's before and here's after. Big change, but I really like it. Now, let's try it on a couple more examples. Now, for this landscape image, it's already soft and foggy and very peaceful, but let's see if we can add a little more peacefulness with the Monday morning filter. I've already added the filter to the filter stack, so let's turn it on. Okay, there we go. Let's turn on our highlight clipping warning, and you can see we're clipping our highlights, so let's take our highlight slider and drag it to the right and get rid of that clipping. Right about there should be good. Right now we're on neutral. First off, let's adjust the smear. I like to start here. We can give it more of a softness. That's way too much. I'll take it the whole way off and just build it up slowly. Maybe somewhere right around there. Now we are in the neutral color set, so let's add some more color. Bring back some of that original color, and I really like that right about there. Do we want to lighten it up any? I think I do, but now look, I'm getting that clipping warning. I could take the highlight and drag it the whole way to the right, and I can get rid of it. Like I said, if you can't get rid of it, you can always add a luminosity mask. Now, I think I still have too much smear, so let's pull this back a little bit. I don't think we need that much in this because it's already really soft to begin with. Let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after. I really like that. I'll just take it back even more. And now let's try a color here. So let's click the color set drop down. Here's blue. We have a lot of clipping with that blue. Here's green. We have clipping there. We have sepia. And we have violet. Let's try blue. Now we have that clipping, but let's see what happens when we pull back on the color. Now I'm getting less of that clipping. And like I said, if it doesn't go away, just click on the luminosity mask button and click anywhere in the image and click this link to unlink this and take this top left handle and drag it the whole way to the left and take this top right handle, drag it the whole way to the right. Now we have all of the luminosity range in here. But here's the little trick. Take this top handle and start to drag it to the left just till that clipping goes away. You see that? And then take the bottom handle and feather this into the highlights. All right, and now we've got rid of the clipping. Now the shadows look very dark, so click on the shadow clipping warning, and you can see I have a little bit of clipping there. But here's what can really help. Take the shadow slider and start to move it to the right. Those shadows will be protected, so they're not going to get as dark. And for this image to keep that dreamy look, I need to make those shadows not quite as dark. So we'll move this to the right, maybe right about there. Now what I'd like to do is bring back some of the original image. Now this opacity slider for the filter is the whole way to the left, and it went there whenever I used the luminosity mask. And now the bottom opacity slider, if you move it to the left, you'll start to blend in the original image, and I want to. So I'm going to take this to the left and maybe over to right about here. So we have some of that blue mixed in with the other color in there. And now let's shut off this filter. Here's before and here's after, and I really like it. I think it really adds a nice effect here. But I like the blue. It's a nice calming color. Let's try it on one more example. And now I have this black and white portrait. It's great for black and whites too. Let's turn on Monday morning. Let's click on our highlight warning. And you can see we're clipping highlights. So let's take our highlight slider to the right. Let's take it up to 100%. Okay, so now let's open up our shadows because the shadows get really dark with this filter. So let's open those up a little bit. Not too much because I like that high contrast look. And we have that nice softness in there. Let's take the smear, let's go to 100%. That looks really cool. But I'm going to ease it back just a little bit. But the softness in here looks really nice and pretty on this image. See what it does to like portraits? It can really glamorize them. I really like this. Now we don't have any color in this image. So right now we're on neutral. So let's see if we want to add a color tone. Here's blue. That's kind of nice. And we're clipping a little bit there. Here's green. Not bad. Here's sepia and violet. Let's try blue. But you know what? We can take this color back and give it more of a split tone look. See, if I take it to the right, we can add a lot of blue in there and a lot of clipping. But I just want a hint of blue, just a tiny wee bit, maybe just like that. Now let me shut off this filter. Here's before and here is after. Now we do have a tiny bit of clipping here, but you know what? I think I want to add some of the original image back. So let's take the opacity to the left to add some of the original image and watch that clipping. I think it'll go away. Yeah, it does go away. So let's pull this back a little bit to maybe right about here. And maybe I'll add a little bit more blue in there, right about there. Now let me shut off the filter. Here's before and here's after. Isn't that beautiful? I really love this result. You got to give this Monday morning filter a try. It's a good one. Try it on all types of images. It may not look good on all images. On the ones that it works on, it really does a phenomenal job. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed the Monday morning filter found in Nik 8 Color Efex, part of Nik Collection 8. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give this video a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, click the bell notification icon, click all so that you receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. And I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.